Hello and welcome. Today I wanted to design some like sweets themed crochet ideas. I kind of took a little bit of a hiatus from crochet just in my personal creative journey, and I'm back and better than ever. So I'm drawing out a cardigan because we're gonna design a cardigan first. Whoa, no way! I had this like brain blast last night while I was trying to fall asleep and thinking about what to film for this video, and I was like, oh my god, I should make like a cardigan inspired by the Ben and Jerry's flavor fish food. I've never had this ice cream flavor before, but I've always heard about it like on YouTube for some reason. I don't know. And I just was like, that sounds like a lot of fun to design a cardigan for. And then I looked at it and I was like, wow, it's actually really cute. Like, it has little, like, chocolate fish in it. Like, are you kidding me? Adorable. I thought I could make those into, like, buttons out of, like, shrink plastic and resin. I've done that before for a Barbie cardigan, but I haven't since, and I think I could probably do the handmade buttons some justice now. But basically, it would just be like a basic cardigan pattern. I personally have a cardigan pattern that I made to fit my measurements, but if you have a cardigan pattern that you like, you could also use that. And I was thinking it would just be like solid brown to start with a caramel colored ribbing, and then almost embroidering like decorative chains onto it. So like caramel colored chains, just like sewing them in and then sewing white ones on as well for the marshmallow in the cardigan, or in the cardigan in the ice cream, in the ice cream. And I figure it gives a lot of visual appeal. It's giving everything I want and more, you know? Okay, so next up is a chiffon cake scarf that's inspired by this bag that is made by the Crafty Crayfish Co. on Etsy. I really wanted to put a chiffon cake inspired dessert in here because I kind of made the executive decision a week ago or so that if I ever choose to get a dog, it's going to be a blonde dachshund, and it's going to be named Chiffon, because tell me that's not perfect. And then its nickname would be Chef, and then it would be Little Chef. Anyway, I just thought that was so cute. My toxic trait as a fiber artist is making scarves when summer is like a month away. I have a real problem. The only scarf that I ever made in time for the season was my Pillsbury cookie scarf, which isn't even on like my Night Noodles Instagram. It's only on my personal Instagram. I never posted it anywhere. But it's good. It's a good scarf, and I want this to be a good scarf because strawberry shortcake. I fucks with strawberry shortcake. It's so cute. It's so beautiful. There should be more like projects in trying to encapsulate everything that strawberry shortcake is. We should all aspire to be strawberry shortcake. Anyway, here I also added some circles like on the top, like where it sits on the neck, and I assumed that they would be like pearls or whatever, because traditionally like chiffon cakes are usually dusted with powdered sugar, and I didn't really know how to incorporate that into crochet other than with beadwork, but I feel like that would make it so luxe and beautiful. Alright, this next one is a real treat. Get it? Because they're all... Okay. So, I am calling this the pie pinafore. So, like, it's a pinafore that looks like the lattice of the top of a pie. and I got really inspired by this dress that Fairy Whore on TikTok made. Her at that was like shown in the picture on Pinterest was just like the little ooh face. And I had to reverse image search to find this. And I just want everyone to know that it's very important to me to cite who you're inspired by. I feel like people, especially in the crochet world, don't do it enough. So I put in the effort. I had to download this image and reverse image search it because her TikTok at brought up like some random guy and his kid. Like, I was deeply confused because that doesn't look like a guy and his kid in the picture. Anyway, I digress. So I initially thought this would be something that you do with granny squares, and I was like, I don't know if that would work with granny squares. So maybe like crocheting a pink pinafore and then making these like rectangles of pie crust color and sewing them in a way where they'd actually like lattice over each other. That sounds kind of complicated out loud, but like in my brain, that kind of makes a lot of sense compared to trying to do it in granny squares, because then you wouldn't really be able to tell. It would just kind of look like gingham, but not gingham. And I you can use any pie color, pie flavor that you want. But me personally, strawberry rhubarb pie is my favorite pie flavor. And so I will be making a strawberry rhubarb pie pinafore if I end up making this. And if you end up making this, tag me, because I want to see that you made it. Or any of these, actually. Okay, this next one is real quick, because it's an easy item to make. I thought tart coasters could be really cute. I love making coasters. Like, I love crocheting them. When you need like that validation of finishing a project, make a coaster, because it's easy and you'll get the validation you want. I have these teddy bear ones that I made a couple of years ago on my desk, and that's actually what made me think, hey, I should do coasters, because I was drinking some water and being like, dang, well, what else should I make? Because I feel like 3 ideas isn't really enough to make a video on. And I looked down at my coaster and I was like, oh my god, tart coaster. And I thought of course a lemon one. I don't know about y'all, but lemon tarts were a real banger in my childhood. When I think about tarts, my instant thought is a lemon tart. However, being Canadian, I feel like that's probably blasphemy to most people. So of course I also included a butter tart. Funny little story, when I used to make earrings on Etsy, one of the first designs I ever put out were butter tart earrings. And this specific way that I like textured them was just like a little swirl of watered down paint in like the center so that it looked like it had dimension. And I had to put it in here because I thought that it looked really cute. I feel like that might also make people think it's a pumpkin pie though. Okay, next up is a sweater vest. If you know me personally, you know I actually really like to crochet sweater vests. They're one of the faster things that I actually can crochet. The first sweater vest I ever made was a gecko sweater vest. That's just like a fun fact. That has nothing relevant to do with the video. I was inspired by this sweater vest that is made by Petrichor Knitwear. I think I pronounced that right for once. Awesome. I've seen a couple of sweater vests in the style of this one going around. I saw one for like a beet, one for like an apple pie, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that's super fun. So I was like, how about peach cobbler? I feel like that's like a dessert people don't talk about, and when they make like dessert inspired stuff, who's doing peach cobbler, you know? So the whole sweater vest obviously is going to be like peach and like orange or yellow. And then instead of making like circles of like crumble color, I figured more beadwork would be in order. I honestly really love the look of beadwork with crochet. There's this one artist on Instagram. I'll like put something, I'll like put up some of her pieces at the end of the video, just as like a general inspiration for these things. But she does like 3D food purses and stuff, and it's super cool. And yeah, I don't actually remember where I was going with that, but here's the sweater vest idea. Okay, this next one's really kind of simple because it's just like a shawl, kimono, whatever you want to call it. I kind of call this kimono. When I started making wearables, the first thing I ever wanted to make was a kimono out of crochet, and I never did. I never completed this thing that I wanted to do. Shocker. So like I got the inspiration for this while scrolling through my Pinterest board, and I will often just put stuff on my Pinterest board while I'm not listening in my college classes. And I found this one, which is by Wigglebox on Tumblr. And I liked the shape. I like how there's the slits in the bottom to kind of help with the drape of the fabric. And I don't know, I thought that it would be really nice in like a nice cotton candy blue and a cotton candy pink. Just something really simple, and honestly one of the more wearable things of all these designs. Alright, so the last design for this video is gonna be a toque. And I got the idea just literally just looking at a bunch of white toques on Pinterest. And I was like, that would look so much cuter with spices on it. And this would be called the like sugar and spice toque. And my like design idea would be that it would have like star anise, cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, like dried oranges, kind of like what would be in like a potpourri, I guess. And then I think this would also look really cute with like cardamom maybe too. I don't know, maybe some allspice berries. It's up to you. And then I put little specks of black. I have a speckle yarn that I could use, but I thought it would also be nice to just use like black like seed beads, because then it would sort of look like actual little specks of black pepper, Alrighty, and these are all of the designs. I would like to make videos making some of these, but let me know down below if you'd like to see me make any of these. And if you make them on your own, you should also tag me on Instagram or TikTok, whichever one you prefer, to show me that you made them. Yeah. I also just wanted to take a moment to show some of Knotted Neon's work. Like, these are so cool, and it's like everything I've ever wanted to make in crochet. Anyway, have a good day. I love you. Bye.